Oh my gosh, shut up. Oh my goodness. This is the Phantom from Miles Skateboards. Full carbon fiber body, battery built in, direct motor wheels, which is super unique. We'll talk more about these wheels in a little bit. But first, I think we should just go for a ride. What else is in the box? Skateboard, charger, remote, cable to charge the remote. Now this is unique. In the box is these wheels by iWonder, the Cloud wheels, all terrains. They're 105 millimeter wheels. Those things are insane. Oh, the remote was already paired to the board. Well, that was a very easy setup. All right, well, let's go ride then. I've only gone 1.1 miles so far, and my leg is already getting so tired because this thing is so fast that I have to like really lean into my back leg because it's putting that much power out. Whew. Oh my goodness. I did a total of 5.2 miles all around Carlsbad, and this thing, it's kind of amazing. Before we end the first look of this Phantom board, let's just burn through the specs really quick so we have all those out there. This thing is a fully carbon fiber deck. It is 31.5 inches long, it is 10 inches wide, and it's got a drop deck. So if you can see how the deck is actually lower than where the trucks are? That's called a drop deck. It gets your center of gravity a little bit lower. You really feel like you're in the trucks as you're moving with it. And this board has a total weight of 19.5 pounds, which is on the heavier end, or it feels pretty heavy for a board of this size. But let's dive into why, because this thing has an 1100 watt dual direct drive system, which I don't see, or I don't think I've seen on another board. At least not like another manufacturer board. I've seen people do this, but not from the manufacturer. So basically what this is it's like it's a hub motor. It's all the power, all the torque of a hub motor, but instead of going through a belt system, the motor is mounted directly to the wheel. We'll get into more of why that's so important later, but yeah, 1100 watt dual direct drive system and the battery. This whole thing in here is the battery, and it's 432 watt hours. And together, that drivetrain along with this 432 watt hour battery gives this board a top speed of 30 miles an hour and a range of 30 miles. 30 miles an hour is ridiculously fast for an electric skateboard, and 30 miles is also absurd. I went 5.2 miles today and I was exhausted. My back leg is still real tired. So that 30 miles of range for me means multiple days without having to charge my skateboard. I can take this thing out, theoretically that's 6 days at 5 miles a piece, but I ride pretty harsh on this thing. I really like to go fast. So let's even say that under really harsh conditions, we drop that all the way down to something like 20 miles. That's still 4 days between charges, which is awesome. And again, compare all this to something that you might know, like a Boosted Mini X. The Boosted Mini X with the extended range battery that gets 14 miles because it only has a 267 watt hour battery in it. This huge, massive battery is more akin to something like the Evolve GTR that also shares a full range of 30 miles, but only goes 24 miles per hour at top speed. So this guy is seeing 30 miles per hour and 30 miles of range, and the Evolve GTR, like the craziest electric skateboard out there, sees a top speed of 24 miles an hour with the 30-mile range. So really what we're looking at here is a board the size of a boosted Mini X, but with the performance of an Evolve GTR. My full review of this board after the week will be coming soon, but I'm gonna be very sad to give it back. I have to give this back later this week, and I don't want to now. Again, first link in the description if you guys want to get in on the pre-orders for this thing. It's going to go through a whole Indiegogo campaign, but FLX and Miles Skateboards, they are pro at all that stuff. So it's not one of those Indiegogo campaigns where you're like, I'm going to buy this thing and hopefully they'll make it one day. These are already in production. They're making them either way. They're just using Indiegogo as that pre-order platform. So again, first link in the description, put your email address in there. That's going to get you signed up so that they'll let you know as soon as the Indiegogo goes live. And I'm gonna go ride this thing around some more. Shake out my leg a little bit and keep riding. I'll see you guys soon.